Fantasy Philosophers is brought to you by fantasy-info.com.
Last offseason, admittedly, I didn't think the Eagles were projected to have that great of a fantasy season because they lost Brian Dawkins, a big leadership loss there. And then again, unfortunately, in July, they lost their defensive coordinator. He passed away from cancer. And obviously, they had that situation with Stewart Bradley, their middle linebacker. He tore his ACL in the summer, and he was done for the season. So all these things, it just didn't look good for the Eagles. Even if they could play, they did have a coordinator that could keep teaching on the system as their old coordinator did. Boy, it was really hard for me to recommend them as a fantasy defense that you should go after. But, you know, it is a testament to their coaching staff, a testament to the system that they run and that the depth that they go out and get every year at the draft and whatnot. They ended up having a really nice fantasy season again. They had 44 sacks. They had about 40 turnovers. They had 6 total defensive touchdowns with special teams included. These are great numbers. They were actually number 9 against the run, 17 against the pass. That's down some from what they're maybe used to. And they were 19th in points given up. So they did have some of a tailback, but for the most part, this defense played pretty darn good. And if your fantasy league is good for the sacks and the turnovers and the touchdowns, which a lot of fantasy defenses are, in fantasy leagues, this was a defense that you definitely wanted to have around. Look for the Eagles to be even stronger this year as they've added a lot more depth in the draft again, so that's always encouraging to see with this team. I have full confidence if they were able to rise through what they went through last season, they should be okay. They've got Stewart Bradley back so far here in OTA, so hopefully he'll be healthy and okay, and he'll be able to play, linebacker for them, and that should be a definite upgrade for them in that area. So look for the Eagles as a good starting fantasy defense to go with to start the year, and they should give you production throughout.
For more fantasy football information, go to fantasy-info.com and sign up for our free e-newsletter. Good luck in your 2010 Fantasy Football League. As an added bonus, the Fantasy Info guys will include their 5 secret tips for success in